In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. My dear friends and fellows, my name is Abdul Khalik Darwish. There are certain habits of ours. Let's say one habit, which is actually creating trouble for us. The habit is that of our own and not that of anyone else. And we have unfortunately contracted it, developed it over a period of time. Now it has got good strong roots, and it does not seem so easy to conquer, to overcome it. We tried several times, but we could not succeed it. Now some of the people accept this, and they surrender. They do surrender, and they think that okay, I am going to live a life of shame. I'm going to live a life of trouble and loss, but I can't get rid of it. That is something really bad. Now we need to correct it. We need to correct it. We need to overcome it. Now there is a kind of program and agenda we people are going to discuss today in our today's talk, which will ensure, inshallah, that we people are out of that trouble, out of that bad habit. It will ensure, inshallah. But if there is something which is too strong, like any sort of, a very strong addiction, I think apart from trying this formula, this strategy and policy, it is important to, I think, seek the help of the professionals. That is something really important. My dear friends, look, look, what does happen? First of all, we need to tell this thing to ourselves again and again, again and again, again and again, that I can do that, I can do that, I can do that. I can overcome it. I can overcome it. I can overcome. I can defeat it. I can defeat it. I can defeat it. I can get rid of this cancerous habit. I can get rid of this disease which is like AIDS and HIV. I can overcome it. I can defeat it. I can defeat it. I can defeat it. This thing is too weak and I'm too strong. I'm too strong. I'm too strong. I'm very strong. I can do that. Keep telling this thing again and again, again and again, again and again to yourself till it enters the subconscious mind. And once it does, let me assure you and let me tell you that it will work wonders. But how much we need to do it, and not only that we need to say it again and again, rather we need to say it with all the emotions we do have, with all the willpower we do have, with all the power we do have, with all the commitment we do have. I think we need to repeat it, and keep repeating it till it enters our subconscious mind. My dear friends, this is the number one thing. Believing that I can do that. Number one thing. Number two, we need to develop our willpower, which will be of great use really. How? We can develop the willpower by delaying the gratification. If there is any sort of craving inside us, we want to eat something, we want to drink something, we want to see something, we want to do something else, and there is a very strong emotion, very strong urge in ourself, in our mind and heart, that it should be done immediately. Now here we don't have to surrender against this urge, this craving. We don't have to surrender it. We don't have to do it immediately. Rather, we do have to delay it. We do have to postpone it. We do have to postpone it. Postponing it, deferring this gratification. No, I'm saying about the deferring it only. I'm not saying that we have to try to eradicate it very now, because at the moment our plan is something else. Our plan is to get rid of one thing, and we do have to get rid of one thing at a time only. We do have to get rid of one thing at a time only. Trying to eradicate so many of the bad habits at the same time, I think it might not be an intelligent decision at all, my dear friends. We need to defer the gratification. Whatever urge is there, we want to take a cup of tea, we want to smoke a cigarette, we want to say something, we want to, even if at all we do have to go to the bathroom, I think we should try to delay it for a minute, for a little bit of the time. We should try to delay it, we should try to defer it. That is something really important, my dear friends. What we need to do then, this will develop our willpower. I'm not saying that keep deferring your urination, your because it might create a sort of trouble, but doing it for a little while only. But there are certain other things, like you want to take a cup of tea, delay it for half an hour. You want to smoke a cigarette, delay it for half an hour. You want to do something else. So this deferment will actually will build a willpower in us, and having a good willpower will be of great help and great use as for the eradication of the bad habits from our routines are concerned. Now, dear friends, still there are certain other things to be talked and to be included. One thing is that we need to provide ourselves with an alternative activity. We need to provide ourselves with an alternative activity. This alternative activity should not be a bad habit. Otherwise, it will become from bad, might become from bad to worse. So do not contract any other bad habit. Rather, provide yourself with a healthy habit, with the healthy habit. And not only that, we have to provide ourselves with a healthy habit, rather we have to make some sort of efforts so that it could become a routine, so that we could become the user and the doer of it on a routine basis. Do it on a routine, my dear friends and fellows in Pakistan and abroad. That is something really important. That is something really great. Do it in a routine. Do it in a routine. And now, still, there are certain other things. One thing which plays crucial role as for overcoming a bad habit is concerned, as for the conquering eradication of the bad habit is concerned, one thing which is more important than any other thing, that is creating a kind of hatred, disgust in the mind and heart against that bad habit we want to overcome, we want to get rid of. This is something really important, really important. The more hatred, the more disgust we do succeed in creating inside us, in our mind and heart, the more ensured it will become that we are out of that bad habit, that we have eradicated and we have successfully defeated that bad habit. So never ever forget to create a kind of hatred, because emotional health is a great help, because there is a great power in the emotions. Now here there is an emotion of hatred, and I think let's create a good amount of hatred in the mind and heart of ourselves against that bad habit. So this way, inshallah, we shall be able to overcome a bad habit. Conquering a bad habit, overcoming a bad habit, obviously it takes a little bit of the time, it takes a good amount of effort, and we must be ready to put all this effort into the into our attempts, because unless and until we don't do that, we might not be able to succeed. As for the emotional help is concerned, creating of the hatred against that habit is concerned, I think it is more important than anything else. But other things are not of lesser importance. Other things are not unimportant. Those things are also important. I think that if at all we do try all of these things at the same time, if at all we do practice all of these things simultaneously, let me assure you with enough amount of confidence that we shall inshallah be able to succeed in getting rid of that bad habit. And it is quite possible, it is not difficult at all. We do have to believe that I shall be able to overcome it. Believing matters a lot. Doubt, we don't have to let any sort of doubt be created in us, because the doubt will spoil all of our efforts. It is not complicated at all. Let's try it. Thank you. Jazakallah.